Another quick little video. Last one we just did install the Trask transmission cover. Now we are going to be installing SMS Stealth. First step is going to be remove the stock unit. A bunch of different ways you could do it, but we'll figure it out. Once you have all your pieces laid out, this is going to be everything. First thing we got to do is prep this a little bit before we can install it. We're going to get a little Allen, sorry, not a little Allen, little Phillips head on this little bracket. Let me flip this over. This piece is basically going to go just right there. I'm just going to screw that in. This is going to screw right in there. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's going to look like that. And then you're going to take these three little bolts and you're just going to thread them in here. They're going to thread through and then they're just going to like drop. Like that. And they can't fall out. Which is nice, so you never have to worry about if one of these bolts ever backs out, it can't get sucked into the motor. All right, so that's basically prep for now. We'll go back onto the bike and we'll get the rest installed. Once we're back to the motor after the air cleaner assembly is all prepped, I'd recommend wiping this down and wiping both of your breathers just to do it. This bike has just under 1,000 miles on it, 900, so this is all pretty clean. All right. Now that we have this, you also have these little spacers. There's like 6 or 8 of them. What you're going to do with these is you're going to go on the back side of here between the head breathers. So each bike could be different. You might need 1, you might need 2 on each side. Not really sure, but what I would do is get these bolts pressed back. Just kind of set this on here real quick. That's where it's going to go. And you should be able to kind of feel if it's going to need, how many it's going to need roughly. Like, I think 1 on each side should be perfect. I know you can use like a feeler gauge, but it's not that serious. As well as in the kit has this O-ring. This is going to go in that little groove. So I'm going to go ahead and get this O-ring in the groove, and it doesn't look like it really wants to stay in, but just be careful when you're putting that in. Something else I'm going to do as well is these threads on all the bolts. I'm going to throw a little bit of blue Loctite on them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. This is going to fall out. I'm just going to set it here. Let's get these Loctited real quick. So just throw a little bit. You don't got to go crazy with it. Did I run out? Oh boy, I might have ran out. Well, anyways, I'm going to get this put on, blue Loctite these. I'll come back tomorrow. I don't have any more blue Loctite. I only have red, so act like you were putting blue Loctite on these 3 right here. With your O-ring. And then I'm going to grab one of each real quick. I just barely threaded those in, as you could see. And also on the washers, you can feel there's a flat side and then a roundish side. The flat side towards the head, the round side towards the air cleaner. So just slip this in here. So, okay, now that I have that little O-ring in there, the gap's actually a little bit bigger. So this back one might need 2, and the front looks like it only needs 1. And then, as well as you're gonna have your breather bolts, those are gonna go in here, and again, put blue Loctite on. I'm not going to right now, but I will take this off tomorrow and put the blue Loctite on. I just ran out. Okay, so I'm just gonna set that in there for now. Yeah, it's interesting. Why? I mean, it could just be off-centered, but I mean, let's just try one. We'll just see. You gotta just play with it. Yeah, it definitely needs to. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten, or not tighten, just snug these up and see if it all's nice and flat. Because if it's not flat, then you might have to add or remove some of those little washers. Again, just get them snugged up. You'll know if you need to add. Let's just do that. Oh, there it goes. It's seated flat. Okay. That's good. So the 2 in the back, 1 in the front for me. All that stuff's Loctited. Again, I'm just gonna snug these up, but this is all gonna come right back off tomorrow. You wanna make sure this area between the plastic and the metal is nice and smooth and flush. Okay. So once you got that on, you're basically almost done. Next part, gonna throw your filter on, and you're gonna throw your cover. And for me, my cover is pretty unique. I actually modified one. Also something else, I like to put this on the bottom so you don't see it. It's all gonna get covered up anyways. I don't know, just like a habit thing of mine. So it's gonna go, yeah, so it just fits like that. So check this out. Again, this is not offered. I custom did this. All right. There you guys go. Nice and thin. It's pretty dope though. That looks sweet. I'm not gonna charge it up right now. It's pretty late, and I'm gonna Loctite that stuff. But tomorrow I'll start it up for you guys. I also want to change these out to ARP just to match all the other ARP stuff that I'm slowly doing. But yeah, kind of gives you an idea. It's pretty cool. Again, there's none other one like this. I took 2 different filters and made something pretty cool and unique, I think. So if you guys like this video, subscribe, comment, share, like, whatever. But here you guys go.